What's up everyone, my name is Eva. Welcome back to Polar Topics. Today we're going to be looking at r/NeedAdvice. Like I said in the last video, take nothing that I say in between the intro and the outro seriously. It is all a joke, it is all really bad advice. I want everybody to know that right now before we get into anything. So with that warning, let's just jump into it. She won't eat. The dog I'm dog sitting refuses to eat and drink. Her owners are gone for a while and I'm at a loss. She's 16 and just leaves her food, and will have seizures from low blood sugar. Any advice? She can't have human food at all. Update, the owners came home and I talked to them, and I said all the suggestions all you kind people told me, and they said that, and I quote, "She's fine, she'll die soon anyway." Guess what I'm gonna do next time? Buy wet food and mix it in. I'm not gonna be at fault for something wrong happening to her. Best advice I could tell you right now. Kill the dog, kill it right now, and frame the owners. That way, they can be taken away to prison, and you'll be fine, and you won't have to worry about that dog anymore. Easiest thing I could tell you to do. My GPA in college is terrible, and I need advice on how to turn my grades, study habits, and overall approach to school around. It might be too late because it's my last year of college, but I'm hoping to end on a high note and hopefully pass my absolute terrible schedule that I have this fall. Maybe someone reading this has been in a similar situation before, but basically, I feel like I'm addicted to the internet. Same, man. Like, that's everybody on the internet. They're addicted to the internet. I try to study and do my work for classes, but I feel physical exhaustion and mental exhaustion if I spend more than 1 hour trying to do schoolwork. I don't know if this makes any sense, but basically if I'm working on, say, a math problem, and I can't figure out what to do in 10 or so minutes, I just go on Reddit or Twitter or anywhere on the internet for 20 minutes or more. It's a huge time waster. It's a big problem because I need to use a computer for my homework. I feel like some of it has to do with my long commute of 2 hours plus every day, but I'm tired of using that excuse because there's almost nothing I can do about it. I get this is a self-discipline thing, but is there any advice on how to allow myself to be fully immersed in school without being distracted? I want to dedicate the next year to only school, but I feel like I'll lose my sanity or would just give up in 3 weeks. For anyone who read up to here, thank you. You need to commission somebody to come into your room when you're supposed to be studying with a baseball bat, and if you go on the computer or do something on the computer that you're not supposed to do in that time, have them hit you in the face with a baseball bat until you black out. And the only way that you'll learn not to do that is by realizing that there is a massive repercussion. You will start doing what you're supposed to do, and you will not have any issues anymore. I need motivation to stop being lazy and finally change my lifestyle. Hi all, I'm not sure if this is the right sub to post in, but I just really need some outside options and opinions. So I'm a 19-year-old female who is 325 pounds, and I've been overweight to obese for so long now I can't even remember what it's like to be a healthy weight. I've been kind of struggling with motivation to do something for a long time now, and since moving out to go to school, my weight keeps increasing from my unhealthy lifestyle. Eating like garbage, not exercising, etc. This summer, my health and obesity has finally caught up to me, with diagnosis of fatty liver and pancreas, kidney stones and sleep apnea, on top of other physical issues, and I'm on my way to becoming diabetic in my 20s, who's also being considered for bariatric surgery and weight loss meds. I feel like I've heard everything and have all the tools to losing weight, but I have absolutely zero motivation to do anything about it, and I'm hating myself more and more each day as a result. Any advice would help immensely if you have any. Only advice that I could give you is go watch Shia LaBeouf's Just Do It video. That will give you all the motivation that you need. Worst comes to worst, stop eating. Become anorexic, and then you will rapidly lose weight and everything will be fine. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf and anorexia is my only advice for you. That's the only, like I said before, the only things that seem reasonable. I need to learn a language fast and with no prior experience. What do you suggest? I'm going to school in Germany in a year for about 24 to 46 weeks. Problem is, I don't know a lick of German. I would really appreciate any tips or services that would help me learn the language fast and well. Slap Duolingo on your phone and don't stop. You need to study this day and night 24/7 until you can speak fluent German, you can write in fluent German, and can understand German fluently. You have to completely immerse yourself. You have to go all in or not at all. Need advice on earning money through babysitting. I'm not even going to read any more of the post. I can just tell you right now, get some fairly wealthy clients, upper middle class to like higher class, and kidnap their child and hold them for ransom. How else are you going to make money babysitting? Are you actually going to like watch the kid and be a responsible adult? No. Are you insane? No. Don't even think about taking care of that child. Just kidnap them, hold them for ransom. You'll get a whole lot of money, real fast, real easy, and then you just gotta like run away and change your name, that's all. Advice on a good relationship with pets. When I get my own place and money and such, I want to get a dog and a cat. Does anyone have any tips on how to get them to like each other? I heard you have to get them both when they're young, but I figured to ask here anyway. Only way to get them to like each other is throw them in a room together with the lights off and some like slow romantic music and force them to like each other and force them to like maybe do it a few times. I don't know, see what they're into. Sabotage at work. Should I quit? I missed an important meeting because management forgot to tell me about it. Everyone was at work an hour early, and I was the only one on my team who wasn't notified. We have a new manager, and it seems like the old manager is trying to set me up. I get the cold shoulder, or my work gets played down, even though I put my all into my job. Help, I'm wanting to walk out right now. Get them back. Get even, an eye for an eye. If they want to sabotage you and make you feel terrible, then you are going to sabotage the entire company by bringing some explosives or some fireworks or whatever, set them off in the building, with the building catching fire, maybe commit a little bit of arson, I don't know. Just sabotage the entire building so nobody can work and nobody can get anything done, and then you sabotage the entire company. An eye for an eye. DMV making me take a class. Recently just got in my first accident. It was my fault, and I got a ticket for it, paid the ticket, and got a new car, and everything was good. Then, the DMV sent me a letter saying I had to take a driving class and pay for it or they will suspend my license. I feel this is unjust as it was my first ever offense. No wrecks, no arrests, nothing. Is there a way I can contest this? Yes, you have to show them and prove to them that you are a good driver. So what you need to do is you need to go into the parking lot of the DMV. You have to get there before everybody else gets there. And you have to block off like 15 to 20 spots right out front, right in front of the building, right where the windows are. And you need to start doing donuts. And if that doesn't get their attention and show them how good of a driver you are and how controlled of a driver you are, then you need to just ram through their windows, ram through their walls with your car, and get in their faces and say, hey, did you not just see what I was doing? Did you not see those amazing donuts? You just gotta force them into it. How do I tell a friend I don't want to hang out with her and her unvaccinated children until my infant is fully vaccinated, 12 to 15 months? I've been friends with her and her 4 kids for about a year and a half. I found out she didn't vaccinate her kids after knowing her a few months. It didn't really bother me too much at the time. Obviously, I completely disagree with her, but I could put that aside and still be friends with someone I disagree with, because my older son was already fully vaccinated. But now we have a baby and he can't get his MMR until he's 12 to 15 months old. He's up to date on all his other vaccines, but I'm a little paranoid since measles have been making a comeback recently in my area. I'm hoping this doesn't make me a jerk, but perhaps I'm delusional and thinking I can say to someone, I don't want to hang out with you until it works for me, and expect them to keep being my friend. An extra complication is that we have a lot of friends in common, and we usually all hang out every couple of weeks. Do I tell them the reason I don't want to be around her? I don't want to start any drama, but I expect they won't be too thrilled to hang out with her unvaccinated kid either. How can I talk to her without sticking my foot in my mouth and ending our friendship, or alienating her from our friend group? Am I holding her to an unfair standard? I don't go around asking every person I meet if they're vaccinated. For all I know, there could be many people I see all the time that are unvaccinated, and I'm not cutting them out. You go up to this woman and say, you are a disgusting human being. I want you and your grody, disease-infested kids nowhere around my kid because you and your family are disgusting and vile and gross, and I want nothing to do with any of you because my baby is more important than your children and your opinion, and just get away from me until I feel it is right. My neighbor is a drug dealer. I rang my local police and don't expect them to do a dang thing. I didn't withhold my number when I rang, and I'm not in the habit of giving people my internet identity. Is there any way this can be traced back, supposing of course the police actually follow up? Absolutely. They are going to come after you, they're going to slit your throat, and they're just gonna flat out murder you. They're drug dealers, what do you expect them to do? Seriously. Friend mad that I didn't take their apartment. So about 2 months ago, a close friend offered me their apartment for rent as long as they're gone overseas. Wrong there, for one. So you're already wrong. They made me promise to take the place and that I couldn't back out of it anymore once I gave a verbal okay. Now I got an offer for a place that's less than half the rent than the first place, and I could stay even longer than the first place. I told my friend about the circumstances and that I'm short on money and would like to take the other one and apologized. They call me money hungry and backstabbing and that I use people and especially them as backup, which is not true. It seems true, but whatever, sure, you're telling the truth and they're not. I feel sorry about the circumstances and apologized, but they blocked me on all social media. I know that it was not the okay, but I thought they would understand. They still have almost 2 months to find another person to move in. Otherwise, I would not have done this. How would you go on with the situation? I would call up their mother, I would call up their grandmother, whoever they are afraid of, and tell them, hey, your kid is a little jerk and they call me names, so if they want me to stay, you're putting up the money for me. You and your family are just gonna give me the money because of your child or grandchild. It is their fault, so you are the one who has to clean it up, and you should just take all their money. Alright everyone, that is all I have for you guys today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, everything between the intro and the outro was a joke. I don't mean any of it seriously. Please don't take anything I said in this video seriously. It's a joke. I have fun with this. Personally, I really like this, so I'm gonna continue doing it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but yeah, like I said, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe go check out some of our other videos.